Hey, what's up everyone? In this video, we'll be talking about variables in Java. So what exactly is a variable? Well, a variable is simply a placeholder for data, and that variable can be updated and used throughout your application. So let's look at an example here. On line 6, I've created a variable, and I called it name, and it is of type string, meaning it can only hold data of type string. And the value that I've given it is blank. The reason I have the two double quotes here is because it can only hold data of type string. So to create a variable, it's a three-step process. There's three parts to it, okay? First part is you provide the data type. So let's go ahead and create a new variable of type int. And then second part is you give it a name. So we'll give it the name age. And then the third part is you assign a value to it. So we'll go ahead and assign the value of 0. Okay? So again, here I created a variable, I called it age. It will only be able to hold data of type int, and the value that I've assigned to it is 0. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how this variable name is used throughout the application. So again, I've created this variable called name, and as each line is being executed, we get down here to the constructor. And you'll see that the constructor, when using the constructor, we'll have to provide a string, okay? So let's say we provide the name Goober, okay? So Goober goes in here, and then Goober is assigned to name, okay? So that means that name is being updated with the name Goober, okay? So at this point on line 12, name is no longer blank. Name will now say Goober, okay? Name will now hold the value of Goober. All right, as we continue, we get down here to the methods, okay? Now, if we are to use this method here called greet, line 17, all this really does is it prints something out to the console window, okay? And it uses the value of name. So this should say, hello, my name is, and then whatever value name has at the moment, which in this case would be Goober. So if we go here to main.java, you can see this in action. If you're not too familiar with constructors, I do have a video for that. But basically, the constructor is used to create an object out of the class. Okay, and that's what's happening here. See how it says person, and then I'm providing a string? That's what this is here. Person, and then this right here, this is where I'm providing the word Goober, or the name Goober, okay? All right, so by providing Goober, that updates this, and then when we use greet, you'll see that inside of greet, it uses name, okay? So if we go ahead and run this, you'll see here it says, hello, my name is Goober. Now if we update this to something else, and we run it, you'll see that this changes, okay? All right, there's one more thing I wanted to go over, and that's the difference between global and local variables. So as you can see, I created two variables here, and they are located outside of the constructor and outside of methods, okay? They're just sort of out here. When you create a variable out here, these variables are known as global variables. And the reason for that is because you can use these variables in either the constructor or in any of the methods, okay? When you create a variable inside of, say, a method, okay, because you can do that as well, here you can create a variable, and we'll call it, oh, here, let's make it of type string, and we'll call it nickname, and we'll assign the value of that, okay? All right, so as you can see, I created a new variable, but this variable nickname, I can only use it within this scope, okay? That means I can't use it in any other methods down here. If I had other methods, I can't use this nickname in the other methods, okay? And I can't use it in the constructor, and I can't use it anywhere else. It's only limited to here, okay? So that means this here is called a local variable, and these up here are called global variables, okay? And there are times when you just want your variable to be used within the scope of a method, and sometimes you want your methods, or I'm sorry, your variables to be used anywhere throughout the class, okay? Just know that these variables can either be global or local, okay? All right, so that is all for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Thanks.